Look at these two guys. Hey, we got something cool. We're gonna take those two Rykers, Ryan and I, and we're gonna compare them. Mine's got some stuff on it. Ryan's doesn't. It's stock. Thrillmousemoto. We get them together. I talk about mine. Mine's got a few things. It's not super crazy modded, but I added some like beginner features to it that are kind of the first things to customize a Ryker with. We both got Ryker 600s, so it's kind of cool to compare them and see how much I've done to him in the few weeks I've had mine, and he just barely got his, so it's kind of cool to be able to compare a stock to one that's slightly modded. But before that, I surprised Ryan with something. We've actually known each other since middle school, and we've hung out I don't know how many times other than doing some Ryker stuff on this channel, so I had a surprise for him this morning.
Hey, check this out. Look inside this right here. Grab those cards.
What the freak?
That's old shit, dude.
Marissa gave me those the other day and I've been saving them for you. You remember that?
That's when we went to your grandparents?
Yeah.
And we're in Georgetown? Dude, this has got to be...
We were 18, dude.
Yeah, 20 years ago or something?
18 and like 200 pounds ago.
Man. Feels like yesterday. I can't remember that day. Isn't that weird?
It was right up here. We were like right there.
Yeah.
Some of it was right there by Hobby Lobby.
Everything in Georgetown is right there, but yeah, I think that's what that is. No, that's actually right here around the corner, dude. At Tractor Supply.
Yeah, Tractor Supply.
I mean, those are big gaps. What are we thinking?
I don't know. I don't think we were landing too much anyways.
We're always trying to come up with some skating. Oh yeah, the chipped teeth. Dude, good times. I was trying to be cool there. Trucker hats. Wow, thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah, those are yours. Marissa wanted me to give them to you.
Oh, sweet, man.
But I thought this was the funniest thing because this is like me remembering you with these teeth.
Yeah,
and then you're like,
chip.
you get back and you're like, oh, they're not like that no more. And then one Topo Chico bottle later.
Yep.
That's why you don't drink Topo Chico on the Ryker. So.
So that was something I just wanted to show because
Get out of the trash.
I know we don't talk about how I know Ryan or whatever, and it's kind of crazy that we both have Rykers, but I picked mine up. I told him about it even before I picked mine up.
Did you get some spillage?
He was pretty stoked about getting his, so I mean, we're just kind of running into it together. So that's kind of our thing. Just going out to the park, gonna line them up together and show them off. Mine's a 2019 600 and his is a 2020 600. I got his brand new. I got mine as a demo, so it's kind of used.
That same one from the other video?
You might recognize that. It's that same Firebird I had on. It wasn't my last video. I think it might have been the video before last. But like I said, 2019 is mine. Ryan's is 2020. He's pretty. Had like 1 mile on it. If you haven't seen that video, that's a good one too, where we actually go pick it up. So that was a cool thing to capture on film. But this is the first time we're actually gonna line them up on film and just kind of go over them. So I figured it'd be cool because I actually don't talk about any of the little things, but I wouldn't really maybe call them mods as much as just accessories I've added to it, but we'll go into depth about it. Just wanted to find a cool spot to be able to set them together and show them off, because I can show mine, what I've done to it, and if you're just kind of like looking into Rykers right now and you don't have one, then you really wouldn't know what the stock was. So instead of doing like a before and after, I just lined two of them, you know, side by side and get it done that way. It's kind of one of the advantages that Ryan had when we're doing these films, so check it out and do it that way. I mean, you can already see just in the video from each of our point of view that there's a few little tiny things, but I mean, they're mostly black, but as you can see, mine has that gloss black and his has the flat black, which is the way cooler one, is that flat black. That's one of the specialty panels, so if you notice that, that's pretty cool because a lot of people don't. They think it's pretty similar, but I mean, look how solid that is, with the whole Ryker being like a flat black like that. It's just murdered out with those panels. It's pretty sweet. And you can just see really some of the color is is a dead giveaway. Like that grill right there, that's something I installed. You can see the little pointing out the zip ties that you're really not supposed to see, but just to show you how I secured it on there. Then that little skid plate, I installed that I think like 2 days ago. I actually had to drill, and I'm pointing that out there. I just used my Dremel, but I think the rallies have that little hole in them. They don't have to do that, but mine doesn't. So I wanted to show my sway bar in links. I didn't upgrade the sway bar, but I did the in links with the aluminum ones, and I'll show you what the stock ones look like on Ryan's. And that's just some tint. I upgraded to the LEDs, so those actually just peel off. I wanted to see what it looked like if I kind of darkened them down a little bit, and then I just ended up keeping them on. I cut some shapes. That's the lock that does not come with that, and I'll show you that on Ryan since his is still stock. That one I did have to drill a hole also to fit that little cylinder, but locks up real cool. Huge difference from the other one. It's got like a push little release that you do on the front, but not bad space in there. If you're watching this and you're not familiar with Rykers or have one, and that kind of shows you the little plastic nut that you screw into a little ring to get it going. You have the USB charge. I kind of wanted to point that down there. That's kind of one of the pro tips. Get you a little C cable if you're doing any filming to charge any of your devices while you're riding. Little tools there, get you going. Just more little plugs. You might have a phone that fits a different type of plug than a C. iPhone, Android. It's cool to have a little bit of everything, and not just for phones, just any other devices. Especially, like I said, if you're filming, you'll need something like that if you don't have like a continuous power like most people other than me. I wanted to show you the panels there. If you're not familiar, those pop off. It's 4 little plastic deals that just pry off. You can get a little tool for them. I got one. I actually should have brought it with me so you could see in the video, but I actually mine came with yellow panels, and then I threw those black ones on there. Wanted to show off my little extra foot peg. Got that from a dude that was told, I don't know if his got totaled or what, but he was parting one out, and I wanted to have an extra one so I can stand on it sometimes. Came out pretty cool. Like I said, mostly like an accessory type of thing, but this was probably my first one, even before I put the locks and stuff. It's just a little Can-Am makes it. You can see there just on the bottom. But you can put your cell phone in there or whatever. I like it. As I'll show in a second, my cell phone really doesn't fit in that little clear plastic thing, but I can throw it in there. It's magnetic, so it just kind of slaps on. Sometimes I forget to clip it on, so it's no big deal, but clipping it on is something I would definitely recommend. You can just do that mainly to get the gas, so you don't have to unhook it, find a place to sit it down or whatever. Just slap it off. The little magnets, seats, and then you can open the gas tank, which is pretty cool. But that's pretty much how I keep my phone in there, and you can see it just does not. Look how big that is. It's a giant phone. That's a tablet. That's not a phone. That's a Lenovo Fab 2 Pro, and it's just, I mean, even if you cut it out down there, like that little neoprene-ish looking sleeve pocket, it wouldn't fit anyways, because it can't even fit in that plastic. And it's like 6.5 inches, so I think a lot of phones are going to end up being that way if they're not already, like big notes and all that. So I don't know what can fit in there. I was just showing you some little extra things I keep in there too, like for my cameras. Sometimes I just torch those down like way too hard, and I can't get them off when I'm trying to, or my fingers are sweaty or whatever. So it's cool to have that, just so I don't like pull it out too fast and drop one of my cameras. And not that they're that expensive, but that'd be a big drag to break one of them for something stupid like that. And just kind of showed you how I use it. So I mean, if you flip it up, I can see my phone real quick as far as GPS or whatever, and I actually have the RAM mount attachment for the phone for that RAM mount, but I really don't use it that much. I kind of like the bag. I really don't, try not to use my phone too much, but as far as Bluetooth and listening to stuff, it works in that bag or works in my pocket. But it's cool to have the bag because you can just carry it off in your can purse in the store or wherever you're going. Most important mod, the little bell that shows the upgraded horn. And that's the difference. And I actually didn't even know it sounded like that until I let one of my friends drive it, and then he pulled up in the driveway we were at and honked, and I was like, what? It sounds like that? And I immediately ordered a new upgrade. That's that RAM mount. I added a bunch of stuff to it. It was just that little segment right there where my left hand is, and I added that longer one just at the base of it, and that little bitty extended double ball arm just to stretch it out. It's been pretty cool. You would think it would shake a lot, but having that little bit of distance added to it is pretty sweet because it gets more of, not really trying to get more of me, but more behind me, get in the background, get in my sides. And you can see I kind of shoot it to the side just to go over my right shoulder, and when, you know, one of the other riders are behind me, it comes out really cool. But I mean, you can see the videos, and even probably in this video later when we're riding around, that it comes out pretty cool. Wanted to show my cramp buster also. So I mean, that's me on the throttle without using my fingers for the most part. So it really cuts back on some fatigue on you gripping it or using your fingers or what. And as far as resetting it for the speeds, I've done a few things before, but really just swinging it around is the quickest way to reset it. And one of the other important little things to add to it is this lock right here, which I'm going to show you. They do not come with that. I think like in Canada and Russia or something like that, they come with it. So I actually bought an OEM one. I know there's a kit where you can drill it and put a cylinder in there because it actually does have a little round spot, which I'll show you on Ryan's. But I just bought the whole piece, the plate with the cylinder. But I mean, if you don't have it locked, people can just roll off with it, and I'll show you that on Ryan's. That is no grill. So mine has that blue one that I was showing earlier, and that just shows like there's not a whole lot of protection as far as the radiator goes. And that's what the end link for the sway bar looks like. I show you my upgraded version, that red aluminum one. It's just like some ABS plastic or something that has a lot of give on the stock one. So headlights, I don't know if you can really look, or as far as what the other ones look like being LED, those are just those yellow halogens, and we'll light them up so you can see both of them together. That's without that harness for the Can-Am, and that is that little blank spot where a locking cylinder should be, which is kind of weird that you have to, it's considered a mod that you have to add or an extra. But I mean, someone could roll up without the key. I know the key's in it, but you don't need it, and it's that easy to put it in neutral and just push it down a hill or push it into the back of a truck. I don't know how people are stealing these things, but I don't like that you can do that. So like I said, that's one of the first things I did. And then this shows you, I mean, there's no locking mech in that at all. And that's the way the front comes. So you push on it like a sunglasses case that's inside your car, like hanging from the visor or something simple. And that's not really like an exterior thing that I'd want to have, or, you know, feel safe keeping anything in. And that's just showing you the headlights. You can just see, if you can ignore those little tint clings I have on there. I mean, it's just bright white compared to the stock, those dull yellow things. And we have some videos where we ride at night, and you can really see the difference as far as what they light up. So, but during the day, I mean, the headlights stay on if you're not familiar, and it just has a way cooler look. I mean, you can see in mine with that skid plate too, you know, the two white complement each other as far as the headlights go, being bright white LEDs or cool white LEDs with that white front. But that's them boys. Mine's 2019, his 2020, both 600s, black on black. Had to shoot a quick one for the Instagram. Got the GoPro 5 session on my helmet. We're shooting this with the DJI action, so And we hit that up. We drive through the park for a little bit and around the square and try out the bell. So if you can count how many times I actually used the bell on this, that's pretty impressive. Oh, this guy, he waved at us and he was in a Ryker while we were doing this. Where you going, bro? What?
Why do you turn in?
There's 2 Rykers at the park doing a video photo shoot. His Ryker comes rolling up. It's like, oh, this cat's about to come in here and see what's up. Come do some stuff. Sorry, guys, gotta go to work.
I don't care if my wife's pregnant in the hospital. In labor.
I'd be like, let me just come by and holler at them right quick or something. I mean, he wasn't even really going fast. If you're going this way too, you're probably just cruising. It wasn't like 35, like, you know what I mean? He's got to take the next exit.
Some people's
Damn it, dude. Well, that's cool. We'll see you. We're gonna tag him the mystery rider, dude. Who is that? It's like, who's that Pokemon? Who's that Ryker? Hit him with that bell. She was my favorite because she's like, where's that coming from? Looking everywhere around like it was just looking for the ice cream man or something. I was like, before I was just doing it like 3 times and I don't think anyone could hear it. But with that last lady, I was like service! Hello! Hello! I'm here!
If I go through there on my mountain bike, everybody hears it. Because it's like no engine, you know?
We'll have to compare. Maybe you just have a better one than me.
I think it's the engine's covering it up.
Good call.
Yeah, so we just drive through the square for a little bit and ding some more bell. I did a video, we did a video recently with our homeboy Kevin, and I was like, yeah, man, dude, I got a bell. Hey, look at the grandparents. It's like a bell. It's like, why would you want a bell like that? Hey, he gets response. How old towny was that ice cream store getting ice cream shoppy getting painted up like that? It's like, what's that movie called? The Truman Show thing going on over here.
Not bad.
Yeah, the square's where it's at.
No, I'm all looking for Ryan, and he does this sneak attack on me on the way back to the crib. I slowed down because I didn't know where you were.
I was trying to get a different camera shot.
Oh yeah. Well, I went like, what? And then you came around the corner. Yeah, if he was trying to race me and thought he won, I made sure, I gave him my excuses and disclaimer that I was looking out for him. I didn't know if he was like right on my tail and I couldn't see him behind me, or I ghosted him back there, but that's pretty much it. We were just really looking forward to having, the Ryker side by side and compare them, and I also wanted to have a video where I ding my bell 800 million times.
You see you got a unicorn, and you see 2 other unicorns. And you're like, nah, I'll see another one.